I want to point out that the building is actually built on the slightest angle, which really maximizes that southern sunlight to pour into the space.
Hey, what did you say this room was? This is a nice room. I like this room. This is a nice room.
But let's break down those views for a second. So we've got floor-to-ceiling glass windows here with beautiful downtown views.
I like seeing the cranes. Oh, that's cool. I think that's the Sears Tower. But I like seeing the cranes. The cranes are really cool. I like the cranes a lot.
Chrysler Building, Empire State Building, Hudson Yards. You can even
That's a
see
huge
all the way
H&M.
down to One World Trade Center. And this is really that.
I like this little chair thing. I wouldn't be able to use it. It's just not in a shape that that will allow me to be able to use it. But I like it. It's nice.
Hangout room, for instance. You've got your wet bar built in here. You've got your mirror in the backsplash here of the wet bar, so you can watch.
I never
the
understood
view while you're
mirrors
making your
in
drink.
your wet bar. I think that's
This
just
is
supposed to
one of
help
my
the room
favorite
feel
moments in
bigger,
this
though.
apartment. This
the
is
heck
your
is that?
office nook.
My man called it an office nook. That's not an off. That's just a nook. I don't care what kind of fancy words you throw on top. That's a nook. That's storage space. That's supposed to have a door.
So right here we have an
That's crazy.
desk
That's what
with
that
views
is.
picture perfect of the Hudson River facing west.
You can even
Sunset
put your
coming
legs up in there.
You even have a little bookshelf built in here.
Yeah, look, that's a door frame. That's supposed to be a door.
And then this behind me, this cool texture on the wall here, just complements all the art, which is primarily
Yeah,
that
look,
clay.
that was a
I really think
pantry
it's a
that they
ground feeling in the
repurposed
space.
as an office nook.
Even in the southern views, you've got your
Hey,
air
check
window
out the door.
so you can get that fresh air. even
Check
in
out.
your
I like these little doors.
above New York City.
I just lean out of it all day.
Here's another view of that first entry.
Let's see. Is my audio too loud though? Now that I figured out how to do it right, let's put it there.
Hallway. This is your gallery when you first enter the apartment. So again, you have the service elevator, the in-house elevator, and then the two building
One day I'm
elevators
gonna learn
right
how to mix
here
my
in
audio.
this
I
gallery
feel like I
hallway.
sound bad, and I don't like the way I sound. Well, I think no one likes the way they sound.
And on the staircase, you've got the inlaid lighting here, so you're not
That's
tripping
actually
at
really
night when you're
nice
going
lighting.
up or down your staircase.
It looks like an escalator, is what this staircase looks like. This reminds me of a department store.
Like, how rare is it in a New York City apartment to have a staircase? It's one of those things for the average New Yorker watching, myself included, to just have a staircase in your house in the city. Wild stuff. But off of the staircase, we've got the first guest bedroom here on the second floor with those pristine views.
This
of
is
Lower
too nice
Manhattan.
for the
And this
guests.
is staged
I don't
with the
like
kids'
any
room.
of my
Could you
guests
imagine
enough to
being the
put them in
kid
that
living here,
room.
waking
That's
up
a
and
beautiful
seeing that
room.
every day. In the camera, does it look as impressive as it feels in here? So yeah, we've got your kids' room.
I
with
like
those
the slight
views.
tilt.
On the back wall here and on
Like
the
the
ceiling,
little slight tilted
we have this
windows.
cool woven fabric texture here with a hidden door, which leads.
I'm always down for a hidden door.
And look how large this bathroom is. For the kids' room, you've got a little
Is this
moment area here with your views to the east.
Is this a
On the
bathroom?
floors, we have travertine. Also travertine on the floating vanity
What the heck is travertine?
with a full-length mirror here with storage built right into the mirror. Pretty cool. And then again, you've got those light bars on the side, steam shower behind me, got the throne.
I like the
and then
bathroom,
closet here
but for 63 mil, I want a bigger
connects
bathroom. Maybe there's like
to
a
the
master
entrance
bathroom or something like that.
of the
There might be
bedroom.
like a master
Out of the
bath
kids' room
somewhere.
into the gallery hallway here on the second floor. You could display your art collection here. At the very end, now we're heading north. We have your den/media room here, which overlooks.
Nah.
And now
The
you're
last
really
time I
get that
saw
view of
a
Central
den
Park
slash
in
media
your
room,
face,
they gave me a
looking
bad
all the
room.
way down. It
Give me
just
the
fills
room.
up the
I don't want
frame
to look over
of that
everything.
double-heighted
Give me
window
the
here.
room.
This is the den, super casual, comfy, huge couch built in here. You've got your TV, and then on the other
more of
side
a
here,
loft.
we have another Juliet
I
balcony.
wouldn't call it a
to look
media
down
room.
over the
I'm not
building.
on the media room train.
Pretty cool.
That's a
This
lot.
is actually the in-house elevator. Pretty spacious,
That's not
wood
bad.
finishes, and this is.
See,
your
I like
bedroom
that door
floor.
way
It's
better
your-
for an
your
in-house
storage
elevator than
house.
the other door on the
No, I'm
bottom
just kidding.
floor.
This is like an office area, little hangout reading room, floor-to-ceiling glass with views of the east. I mean, look at those views.
Look, it's the Essex Tower again. Essex House. That house, wherever they are, that house is getting so much screen time. It's been ridiculous.
It really is the case in a place like this where the views are the main selling point. but then you have all the finishes, the amenities.
Amenities.
When you do purchase this penthouse, not only do you get the space, but also all the amenities here in the building. We're now down on the amenities floor, and I'm going to show you a few of my favorites. This is a golf.
Look, $63 million. For $63 million, I don't want to see a golf simulator. All right? I don't want to share any room for 63 mil.
Golf simulator. You can play anywhere in the world, anytime you want. Fitness center. We've got a studio here, tons of free weights, kettlebells, everything you would need to get in a full-on workout. Treadmills here, and there's even squash courts. There's also a 65-foot long lap pool with a hot
Maybe
and
one
cold
day I
plunge,
get there, but
and at
it's not
either
today.
end of the pool, this is a living green wall to really circulate
That is
fresh
nice green
oxygen
wall.
into the swimming area. And if you look up, there's a mirror on the ceiling. Making our way back into that
I don't
gallery
need a
hallway,
mirror on the ceiling anymore.
we're now about to enter the owner's suite here in the penthouse.
Did he just
One of
really
those
just
bedrooms
cut to
where
a
you
bunch
don't
of
have to say a
amenities
whole
just to
lot.
cut back
You've got
to
your
the
views
house
to the
tour?
north, Central Park, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking
I do
the
like these
Oasis
windows.
in New York
I like
City
how
here.
they're
For
using all the
perspective,
window
this
space
owner's suite
throughout the
is
entire house.
1,300 square feet.
I like
which
that
in
little
the
art
city
piece they
is
got over the bed there.
a very large apartment.
I do
That's
not
a
like the
pretty
headboard,
decent sized
though.
house anywhere in the world. This bedroom is split, so you're gonna go that way, I'm gonna go this way, and we're then going to connect down these two hallways to the southern facing owner's bathroom, which is one of the most expensive bathrooms in the entire city. To start it off, you could keep this
don't know
open
about
concept, or you've got a pocket door which can close off the space. The
I
first
do
main
like the
feature
owner's
we're really
bathroom
going to
so
look
far,
at
though.
here are the materials. We have travertine, limestone, and polished marble. This
I
is
am
your
down for
walk-in
limestone.
steam
Do not like
shower with a
travertine. I don't know what this
bench. If you
travertine
look up,
stuff
that
is.
might be
I
one
don't
of the
like it.
largest rainfall shower heads I have seen. Again, steam shower, so you have all the steam vents here, your fixtures. You can even see views here in the shower with that floating vanity mirror. On the far side, you have mirrors along the wall here. This opens up into
Not
the
an
actual
exit.
water closet.
Hey,
with a
check out the
toilet
water
and a bed.
closet.
You've got two vanities. This is the first one here. You have built
I don't like how you didn't show me the inside of the water closet, really. I want to see what's... If that's where I'm going to have my personal meetings, I want to see inside the water closet.
in travertine drawers down below. You've got that sink etched into the travertine, and with the click of a button, your vanity is motorized and can rise or lower
I like it, but that vanity is moving way too slow.
depending on the buyer's height. I'm pretty tall for reference, and I'm actually shocked that it can go that high. This opens up.
Ooh.
We have an outlet built into the vanity here, a
I don't know
mirror
why. The
in
vanity's
the
too
shelving
shallow
here,
to keep
and then you have
anything
that
in.
ring light on the vanity with that polished nickel on the fixtures.
They just be putting
and around
stuff
the vanity
in
mirror
these
here.
rich people's
the
houses
centerpiece
just to put stuff in the house.
is your soaking tub with your views of southern Manhattan. On the other side, we have an exact copy, so you have that same vanity, the same cool rising automated mirror here, a nice little day bed. We've got another pocket door here. Keep it open, close it off. And then wrapping around on that other side, welcome to your walk-in closet, which is showroom level as far as the quality here, all LED inlaid.
I don't know if it's oh wow, my voice cracked. I don't know if it's showroom level, but it's a nice walk-in closet. I like that mirror. The problem with this mirror is there's no direct lighting for like above it or around that mirror. So you get this weird like shadow cast, I would imagine. And if you're trying to put together like a colorful outfit, I think that kind of messes with everything.
Glass enclosed for the more expensive gowns and dresses, seating in the middle of the closet. Let's have another look here at the owner's suite. And I'm gonna hang around for a few hours because I really want you to see what this place looks like at night.
My man just put his feet up and just watching people walk, just hanging out in the house for a day. Yeah, you know, we just gotta wait till midnight comes around, you know, so we just show out what it looks like. Oh, they're really up there. Like, even at night, due to the fact that I was like, I don't know, I would call this modern. I'm not an interior designer or anything. But I would, even now, when you look at this room, it still doesn't feel home-like. You know what I mean? Still feels very cold. I don't think this is a room I would ever be comfortable in. For $63 million, like, I feel like for $63 million, all the money was spent on the kitchen, the art, and the bathrooms. The rest of the house kind of feels like pretty normal. Some of the designs I could see being expensive, the staircase, but outside of that, everything else felt like normal, like a regular house. I guess not regular for New York, but like a regular house in general. All right. On to the next one. Ooh, what is that one? Did I do this one already? I don't think I did this one yet. I wonder if they'll get in trouble for flying. I think I did this one with a different guy. How old is this video? Hold on. No, take me into the house. I think I did this one.
Elevator landing, another little entry area. And
I did do this one. Different guy did the review. I did this one already, though.
Wow, look at the light. Hey, come on in.
Oh, what happened to my audio?
So I'm going to show you the view in a second, but first, I want to say what's up and good morning to a buddy of mine who I actually met this morning. These are the real heroes of New York City out here.
Hey, look, the window cleaners.
Yo, what's up, Dylan? Do you want to be in the YouTube video really quick? And he's actually washing the windows right now for the tower. What is...
Yeah, so I seen this one. Also wasn't impressed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to a different video. Is what we're going to do. The thing is this video says 6 months ago. It's $150 million. Buys you on billionaire roll, whatever you want to call it, roll. But if I go to my history from yesterday, I think it was 250. I watch a lot of Danny Mata. I think it was $250 million. So much Danny Mata. Yeah. So this one in this video, it's $250 million. So one of two things has happened since this video was released, right? Either one of two things. So the price has fallen. So either no one bought it or someone bought it and they're trying to resell it for, if this is a year, yeah, and they're trying to get out of it because that's $100 million difference. It's either that or he embellished a little bit.
It's just a phenomenal moment in this penthouse, and I just love how it's all open riser, steel frame, and it is not attached to the facade. It's actually attached to the corner column right here, and it is also connected to each level, so it's literally floating in the center of this 50-foot opening. Even the glass railing curves. What an amazing staircase.
You answered my question. I was going to ask how it's floating.
All right. Let's pick a different house. I don't want to do that one. Let's do this one.
I am standing on the loggia of a $33 million sky mansion. You heard that right. This is a sky mansion. Now on my channel, we've seen some of the most luxurious apartments in New York City, but we have seen nothing like this one. And with that, this apartment has 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. It is 5,508 square feet of interior living space with an additional 3,501 square feet of outdoor space.
So far, I'm already liking this one better than most of the other houses, apartments we've seen, because I really like the stone on the outside.
Now, I first came across
I
this
really
listing
don't
on
like all these
TikTok
windows.
about places. So I reached out to my friend and real estate legend, Alex, and in this episode, we are just going to give you a raw New York City apartment tour right off your private.
I'm going to go step out for a second. I'll be right back.
Elevators, we enter the great room of this penthouse that has ceiling heights ranging from
See, this is a better house.
13.
million, so it's half the cost of the last house we just looked at. But to me already, this feels like a better
to
house.
30 feet high with enormous brass arched windows. As you can see, we have those views
Maybe it's the brass. I didn't notice it, but I do have a thing for brass.
to the south with tons of light flooding into the space.
Yeah, you know, for someone who is not full-time in real estate, you know, way too much.
I've seen a lot of places. I want to point this out. Wait, Bailey, come over here. So
Yeah, if you try to open it, you can a little bit.
these are doors.
This is not door per se.
Everyone on TikTok was like, why is there a door leading out to nothing?
So this is one of the better doors, or whatever this guy wants to correct it to. This one is nice because it just cracks open, lets fresh air in, which I imagine being at the top of a building like this, you want a lot of fresh air.
So this is a window that looks like a door. You have the floor stopper there.
It's freshening the air in the apartment. And also, even without that thing, the door itself, the structure won't let you open it.
No.
So even when you remove it as a new owner, you still cannot open it.
What's in here? Just closet space?
2 closet spaces.
This
Two
one
closet
feels
spaces,
like
coat room,
more
all that.
reasonable.
And if we make
It
a
doesn't.
right, actually,
It doesn't feel like they're trying to go, oh, this is a super luxury place. No, it just feels like a more reasonable place, even though it's $33 million.
let's show them this first. So this apartment's pretty unique for a bunch of reasons. The high ceilings, but also the fact we're facing south. So you have the first living room, second sitting area, and then check this out.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the structure on the outside of these windows. It could be the brass, but it feels like actual home. It feels like somewhere you will actually like to hang out. I like the wood tables they have here. I like the chairs that make sense. Sort of, kind of. I don't too much care for the stools here, but for the rest of the stuff, I think it's pretty cool.
Corner terrace under a 30-foot high loggia. So if you
All right, I guess that is called a loggia. I like the loggias. I like this little tree thing in the back. I want to say it's bamboo, but I'm no
you can
expert.
see the perspective of Look how high this loggia is.
It is, and also the coolest part is that you have a second floor, and there's going to be a third floor, which you cannot see from now.
And this is actually the highest residential apartment in all of the Upper East Side, so your views are unobstructed. This is an architectural masterpiece, and the facade.
See, this is what I mean. I like that there's actual stone here. Like, you see these other buildings in the back here where it's all glass. I don't like it. I don't like the all glass facades. I know some people love it, you know, and I'm not the end all be all on exterior design for homes, but I prefer stone and wood.
It was handmade and hand laid with brick all the way from Denmark. And it's really from these shots that you can see how this looks like a villa that.
Now, that's one thing I don't like. So, I think a lot of these places get really unique textures and like says a lot about the location and the area that the house is built in. When you use like bricks from the mud and whatever the quarries nearby, I prefer that a lot more than I prefer importing it from another country.
It's just floating in the sky above New York City.
If you look to the west, you've got the reservoir, Central Park.
To be honest, I think this is a better view of Central Park than off of Billionaires Row. I know from Billionaires Row you can see the whole Central Park, but I much prefer this little side view they got going on here.
Upper East Side, Upper West Side, and then even if you look to the south, you've got the rest of Central Park.
Yes.
Every video that does apartment tour, one of these rich apartment tours in New York, has a shot of Essex House. I'm gonna figure out what actually. It's a hotel. Is it a hotel? Yeah, Essex House. It's a hotel. What does the rooms look like then? It's not the best hotel. Wait, hold on. That's dope. Oh, it's one of those hotels you gotta get a suite.
All of your buddies on Billionaires Row.
You can wave, actually, they see you.
They could see you from here.
Spend a lot of time indoors with those binoculars.
And then if you look straight downtown, you can
See, he
the rest
gets
of
it.
Upper
You gotta
East
have the
Side,
binoculars.
East River.
The almost panoramic views, it's like 270 degrees. So you see everything that you want to see, and you don't see something you don't want to see.
Another living room here. Again, 13-foot ceilings.
I like this chandelier. Don't like this though. Don't know what that is. Hate that. Hate this little blue thing. And I just realized you guys can't see my cursor. I hate this blue thing off to the left here. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it.
Gas fireplace here. Should we take them out? There's actually another terrace.
There's another terrace.
So if you spin around here, yeah, let's head on
There's a
out.
lot of terraces to see.
Now we have our northern views looking up into Harlem, and you can even see all the way up to the George Washington Bridge.
We actually can connect to the southern
I like that we could connect and we run right into a tree someone strategically put there to keep you from walking all the way across the balcony.
terrace. If we
I was wondering if you could do that.
make our way down here, but you can definitely see a better view from those drone shots of just the
Yeah. See, now this one is one of my favorite ones.
terrace space in this triplex. Triplex? Is it triplex or triplex?
Let's just call it duplex.
No, there's 3 floors.
Eric, which part is your favorite?
Staircase.
Mine was window. Anyway, let's go.
The window?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at both this. So
I like this bowl. This is a nice bowl.
you have a staircase, a wraparound staircase that goes up. If you look,
I understand a wraparound staircase. It might be the more efficient way to build a staircase in one of these layouts, right? Because I think it just takes up more, less footage, square footage, whatever. To move furniture up a wraparound staircase has to suck something bad. So every time I see one, I just get mad because someone has to move a bed frame, dressers, all kinds of stuff up the wraparound staircase. And it makes no sense to me.
And here, these are 30-foot ceilings in the dining room with this winding staircase all the way up to the top floor. And then behind us here, you know those old kind of Tribeca lofts, how you have the half-moon windows? This is that futuristic take on a 30-foot half-moon window with views of New York City. This is crazy.
I can hear a lot of like sirens, and I really don't like that. I wonder if they left the window open.
It's amazing. So the arch window, you almost never have those in New York. And also, I didn't mention this before. So there was a book called The Metropolises of the Future, written in 1929. So that book, almost a century ago, influenced the way they designed this building. So everything stems from the past.
Yeah, you can hear a lot of. I like how you're close enough to where you can actually watch the cars. Like some of those other buildings are so high they look like little dots, but this one, like I can actually point out cars from here.
So from the dining room, kitchen.
Kitchen is one of the best in the world. And you have double.
This is a nice kitchen. Now, I don't know what elements of the kitchen makes me like it a lot more than the other kitchen, but this is a nice kitchen. This feels, I don't like all white because I feel like it gets dirty, but this is nice. I like this little faucet. I like the handle, so I guess it's the brass. I like whatever that is.
Everything.
So one.
Yeah, the overhead for the oven, I like that. That's beautiful.
And two.
Two dishwashers. Look at
Way too many people living with you. Double fridge.
Ooh, and even you got the brass. Like I love the brass on the windows, brass on the
I
fixtures.
think brass is such a good material for houses.
And you want to be the one to show that thing.
Oh yeah, so check this out. So these are also Gaggenau. And when you're paying $33 million, you just gotta touch. You just gotta touch to open. That's beautiful. It's almost like a dragon scale going up.
Yeah.
This kitchen probably cost
See, I like
$3
that.
million.
I like that a lot.
We have marble.
People
on the
need to
countertop,
utilize
the
brass
backsplash.
more.
Got the 6-burner Gaggenau cook.
Look at that. Look at the burners. The burners are brass.
Top with the oven down below. Tons of storage. And then I even love in the corner here, you've got like a little coffee table. Looking to the south. This is also a sunglass apartment. Like you need sunglasses in this apartment because you're not going to put the shades.
Yeah, I wish I knew
He's wrong. I'm putting the shades down every hour, every golden hour, every time.
this before I came today.
We can trade.
Okay.
And they match the brass.
I look like Tom Cruise now. Top Gun, Tom Cruise.
There's lots of cool things built into the island. Like you've got the actual outlets here.
Again, I want better looking outlets.
If you ever want some breakfast in bed.
Wow. And
That's a weird gimmick to have.
it's not cutting board at all.
I've actually never seen this in an island. Have you?
You still have to sell it.
You have to sell this. I'm just a YouTuber. And right off the kitchen again. Another pocket door to keep people in or keep them out. And then this is what.
Now, that painting behind him, I don't know if that's purposely blurred out or if it's the actual painting. Like, I don't know if that's like the actual owner's house and they don't want their face being shown, or if that was supposed to be blurred by the artist. But it's cool if it was supposed to be blurred.
What would you call this? The den?
It's a den. It's you can use it as a bedroom, of course, but as a den, as an office space, you name it.
And then if we keep going back this way.
That's just it's reasonable, right? They didn't even try to make it some different weird name. It's just they're like, it's just a den.
We're going to show you every inch of this place just because it is such an impressive apartment. This is actually a powder room here. And also, we want to point this out. So this mimics the architecture of the loggia of the building here.
Look at this bathroom. It's not my favorite bathroom, but it's up there. This is a beautiful bathroom. What the heck is apothecary? I don't care. Oh, this is a beautiful bathroom. Look at that brass. Look at all that brass. Look at that stone.
How cool is that on the vanity? So if you look at that drone shot again, this mimics that loggia on this marble.
Oh, look at the piping under there. I wonder how much the piping cost. I wonder how much that piping cost.
Marble vanity, huge mirror here, and then you even have the brass inlaid into the marble, keeping with that theme of the brass. So even in the powder room.
Brass plus stone is beautiful every single time.
like the details. And
This is a regular elevator.
yes.
And then, since it's an apartment, it's a triplex, you have your own private elevator.
What is this? Closet space, laundry room. Again, still, we're not even done yet. I'm not even gonna show you in here because it's not done. So that's the laundry room. And then this is the first of the actually ensuite bedrooms. So here you have a corner.
I don't like. I know it's New York and you need to really conserve your space, but I don't like how tight those hallways are. I think I'm not as tall as the guy, but I think like width wise we might be the same, and I really don't like how tight those bathrooms
Corner
are.
unit, floor to ceiling glass windows, views of the East River, and then looking north right up 3rd Avenue. These are such high ceilings. And then again, another window door. Let's show them the good stuff. Let's actually get to the good stuff in here. So back out into the main room, you can actually get that perspective now of how big 30-foot ceilings are in a New York City penthouse. And I like how, you know, in a lot of apartments, like, or not apartments, in homes, like the staircase is like the centerpiece. This is a statement here. This is a
That is a statement of difficulty. That is a statement of pain. If you own this house, I know you're going to pay someone else to move your furniture. This is just a really annoying way to make them earn their dollar.
beautiful staircase. We have this. This is actually really cool. So
So this is my favorite part. Look at the window, almost 30 feet.
look at the street down there, the perspective of the street in this apartment.
I can actually see the vehicles. I like that. I think that's Tahoe.
That is wild. And then the top of that half moon window, beautiful.
I never realized how much of an eyesore these skyscrapers are. They're really annoying. Somebody built them, blah, 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 blah. They're really annoying, though. Like, compared to seeing all the stone and everything down here, and then you just see all this glass. Yeah, no. No, I don't like it. There should be a limit. Hold on. Donnie B. Hold on. One 6 2. Oh. Twitch is such a stupid system to use. All right, I'll look at that in a minute. Hold on.
Beautiful shelving behind us. And then what is over here?
So we have a few more bedrooms and a few more bathrooms.
Should we see these first?
Let's see this first.
Yeah. We'll save
It's
the...
another ensuite.
Oh, wow.
I like the way it's connecting you to the elder space.
I really like this art piece over here on the wall. I don't like these two stools because it makes it feel like it's like a cafe. But I do like that art piece.
Yeah, so this would be, I guess, like the kids' room. Again, got that half moon window.
So it goes to the outdoor space.
Yeah, see, it's really loud out there.
This.
I kind of like it though.
Wow. So like perfectly framed in here, you have the views downtown. I mean, you have Central Park, Billionaires Row. We're looking down 3rd Avenue on the Upper East Side. The loggia connects all 3 of the bedrooms, so I'm gonna head in through the second one, and then we'll then loop around. So all pretty decent size. This one doesn't have an ensuite bathroom. Leads to the connecting hallway, and then we meet Alex into the 3rd one here from the loggia. And then if we pull back onto the hallway, these all share this bathroom at the end of this hallway, which is all like the rest of them, tiling, all the brass.
Ooh, see, I was gonna say I don't like this bathroom. Obviously, it's not done up as well as the other bathrooms, but I still like it. I like this tile. I like the hexagonal tile.
Accents. The glass is actually up in this
Look at that brass.
one. Back out into the hallway here, you've got your elevator in the apartment connecting all 3 floors. And then we are back to where we started. Even from here on the balcony, you really have that view of Billionaires Row right at the top half of this window.
Billionaires Row is an eyesore with all of these dumb skyscrapers.
So now this is the like entry off the stairwell. Again, the elevator's connecting, and we are heading now into the owner's wing here in this futuristic $33 million penthouse. So off to the left here, just take a look at this. How serene is this? Floor to ceiling arched glass window with those brass accents, facing south, all the views to the south, southern Manhattan, with this beautiful bed here in the center. I also love the curvature of the walls. You even have the gas fireplace.
You have
Having a gas fireplace is dope.
2 of those.
2 of them in here. I mean, this is just exquisite. Even the perspective.
This is actually probably my favorite room in the house. I think it's a guest room. No, owner's wing.
From this view here, you have the view of the reservoir with the El Dorado building reflecting in the reservoir. Like, this is a piece of art. This is a stunning home. And then what do we have over here? This is a...
So this is one of the best places, the bathroom. So everything's made out of the glass, and when you take this bath, make sure you have curtains if you want.
Yeah, see,
Because if you don't, everybody else is gonna see you. Let me show you the shower
look at that brass. Brass is such a good material. It's so good.
place. You have this little pillar. Again, it's the same ceiling.
I like the stone.
height
It doesn't even look like it's sealed, and I like that.
14, close to 14.
The fixtures are all brass, and they're built right into this travertine. So that's travertine on the floors, the walls. Even the brass fixture coming out of the travertine. Like, this place is so unique. And then you have your vanity over here, and like Alex said, we're in golden hour, so like you're getting the best lighting here. And if we pull back out into the closet space, we actually have a water closet off to the corner here, which we're not going to show that, but
All right. Well, thank you to everybody who watched. We're going to be killing the stream now, and we're going to switch over to Twitch in a little bit. But I've had fun. I enjoyed it. This is probably one of my favorite houses. It says it's a futuristic sky mansion, but considering that they're using all stone and brass, I wouldn't call it futuristic. But I like it. I like it a lot. This is probably one of my favorite houses. So thank you for watching. There's no one in there, but thank you for watching anyway. Peace. No, wait a couple seconds. Peace. 7,600 subscribers is. I need subscribers.